Hey guys, Santoli here with Luka, Kovac, who managed to get top 16 at YCS Pittsburgh. So slowly going up, maybe top 8 next time. But anyways, share us once again your pure Dracotail deck profile.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I got top 16 today at, as explained, at YCS Pittsburgh. Unfortunate loss last round of Swiss. Played VSK9, got shiftered, beat the shifter, and then got red seed after, and then exploded. It wasn't great, but same ratios as always. 3 Malulu, 3 Lucius, 3 Fimena, 2 Urgula, 2 Pan. I've been playing this ratio since like the day this deck was conceived of. To be honest, all of these cards are broken. I drew Pan a lot going second with Fimena. I might just be the GOAT for that, but the card's insane. Then I played 3 Dragons, same ratio as last time I think. These cards are very, very good. They basically allow you to beat Retaliating Seed when you activate one. It's just very good. Retaliating Seed is obviously a very big struggle with this deck in the format, and beating Retaliating Seed and making Seal more often is going to be very important in terms of your matchups into Mitsuyami and going first in general.
Do you think that they're better than the Brandon package overall, which is basically taken over in popularity?
I think they are better than the Brandon package because, one, they're monsters, which is very important in this deck. You need to draw the monsters because you need your Fimena to be able to fuse on your opponent's turn. In addition, you also want to have more cards in hand so you can pitch for Artholion as fuel. Also, just drawing spells in general in the grind games, it feels so bad because you already have them set, so I'd rather just have the monster instead. The branded cards also don't offer too much grind game outside of the Albion. But like once you burn through the branded engine, they're a lot worse than these cards. These cards are also just like really big bodies that help you swing and push your game without playing into a Fua. Non-engine, 3 Ash, 3 Bell, 3 Fua, 3 Nib, 2 Droll, 1 Mag. I ended up playing the 3rd Droll just because I didn't have space. I wanted to keep the main deck at 40, so it looked like other decks as well, not just a Dracotail deck. Then I played 3 Ketu, 3 Rahu, Horn, Flame, and I ended up maining the Sting. Last event, I didn't think Sting was necessary in the main just because Dracotail was pretty low in popularity, I think, on everybody's radar for Anaheim. So I thought playing the Sting wasn't really necessary because this was like, it was kind of like a flex spot. Just because Sting, while good, also is like really just a go first card, and you don't really need it in matchups that are not the mirror. But because the mirror is so grindy and long and every game takes forever, you need the Sting in order to recycle your Flame, your Horn, your other cards, and just keep the traps in rotation overall.
Do you usually side out the one of the traps going second, or is it just matchup dependent?
It's pretty matchup dependent. Into Malice, I'd side out 2 traps. Into the mirror, I'd side out 0. It really depends on what you're playing against and what type of style the deck is. Like versus Mitsuyami, I'd side out 2 just because it's not really a heavy combo deck. It can like kind of mid-range a little bit more than a deck like Malice can. But like against a deck like Lunalight, your traps are basically unplayable. So I'd rather just keep when you draw them. So because you're just gonna get Liger Dancered anyway. So I'd rather just like keep 1 trap in and try to kill them with hand traps and like just stop them from getting to Liger to begin with. For the extra deck, play 3 Artholion, 2 Gulamel, 2 Secretarion, 1 Philia. Pretty standard stuff. 2 Secretarions a little bit different. I wanted more coverage for the mirror, and my extra deck had a lot more flex spots in it, so I figured I might as well try it. Played Chaos Star Source Dragon. This card's broken, but mostly just to banish for my Dragon idiots. Hope Harbinger, you need this for the combos of the dragons. Spirit and the Goat and Seals. Shout out to me on stream summoning this plus Drago. Just in case my opponent wanted to drop with me, in which case I just bounce the Seal and the Drago back, and then Seal special the Drago back from my hand.
Did you just shout yourself out?
Sorry?
Did you just shout yourself out?
No. Maybe. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care. SP, Karashi, these cards are insane. They're just great utility. The last card in my extra deck was also a flex spot. Crossroads Dragon. This card was theoretically very good just because the way you out your own Retaliating Seed in the mirror is you got to normal a guy and then you got to make SP with it. The issue is if they horn bounce your SP, your board state becomes a lot worse. So this was in theory for when you draw a dragon and if you Retaliating Seed them. So you can special the dragon from the hand, you make Crossroads Dragon, you out your own Retaliating Seed, and then you're in a really good spot from there on because you're just able to fusion summon after. Crossroads was pretty good. It's just a generic Link 2. It came up once. That's all I really needed it for. It was better than Typhon, so I think it was worth mandating the spot for it.
Would you continue playing it going forward?
I think it's probably worth playing just because I am playing the Retaliating Seas on the side. Spoiler. But if I'm not playing Retaliating Sea, I don't think I'd be playing the card. For the side deck, I played the one droll, sliding pattern thing. Just couldn't fit it in the main. Played 2 dragons. These were go first cards, also insane. These cards are really good in Tafua because your first draw is going to be the Artholion you summon. You add back the resources from it, and then the second summon is just going to be your seals right away. So you get to seals, you get to Drago after, you get traps. Like it's just so good, man. Like I genuinely don't think I'd ever consider playing the branded cards over the dragons, just because the dragons are off, or these cards are insane in Tafua, whereas the branded cards aren't as good nearly. Played 3 Lancia. Malice is really scary for this deck just because it has access to a really good non-engine. You can play like Retaliating Sea, you can play Shifter, you can play Die-Fi, you can play like all these war crime cards that really don't interact too well into this deck, or interact insanely into this deck because I can't recycle my resources and the guys don't trigger Engrave. So I ended up playing the Lancias because of that. Then I played 3 Retaliating Sea and 1 Contact. Those are my sides for the mirror. So Retaliating Sea is really good, obviously. You special it. You probably end up winning the game for the same reason I just explained, because you have Crossroads in the extra. What's also really good about Retaliating Sea is you can switch Contact after, and Contact's insane, particularly when into the matchup, because you want to be able to, if like they normal Malulu and go Malulu effect fuse, you give them the Contact, the game ends, like on the spot. It happened in round, I want to say 12, where I contacted my opponent, gave him the Roach, and he normaled Lucius, he normaled Malulu, tried to make Artholion, and he basically just set 2 traps and passed, and he couldn't fusion summon for the rest of the game after because I just left him on it. Got rid of his board. I think I Ashter Belled the Flame and then just popped the other one, and he just couldn't beat the Contact Sea after. I had all my guys in defense position. I Flame bounced his, or Horn bounced his normal, and he just couldn't play, and I killed him on the crackback. I played 2 Meows. This slot was originally... I can't even remember at this point. The brain fog's getting to me. It was...
It was the Drolls in the side you swapped them.
I don't think so. No, it was... Yeah, it was the Drolls in the side, yeah. So, at one point I was considering Pankratops again, but that card's just terrible. Like, I don't think I'd ever consider that card again. Meowls was really good in, like, the Yummy matchups and the Mitsu Yummy matchups. Obviously, it's not as great, but once you pair Meowls with other cards, this card gets a lot better. Stop specialing from Grave. It's really good into the Zombie Vampire line when they don't drop both engines. And even when they're trying to bridge, like, people say it's like, oh, it's 2 draws for Herald, but the issue is, like, you're not considering the fact that you still have, like, 6 cards in hand to start the turn, 7th after you've drawn a card. Drago the Goat, this is like, I am now the subject of memes on the internet because of this card. I normal Drago, and won the game because of it on stream. And then, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. This card's pretty much insane into every deck except the mirror. That's kind of what I considered maining this for a little bit because of that, but I ended up deciding against it just because the mirror is just like such a prevalent matchup right now. I think I played 4 over the day, and I think it's really important to not have the like dead cards in the mirror. Despite having dead cards in the mirror, I just want to side out as much as possible. And I played 1 Prosperity as go first card, and then 1 Crossout for the mirror. So Crossout super has a lot of utility. You can beat 5 mana with it. You can beat Flame with it. You beat the traps. You beat the monsters. You can stop stuff like it's just so insane. Like you beat Ash Blossom as well. Honestly, Crossout was broken every time I saw it today in the mirror. Just very, very good card. And yeah, that was it.
All right. Thanks again for the profile, and congrats on the top.
Thank you.